MEB-305MC machine adjustment. 1. Height adjustment of the suction cup. Place the board on the suction cup and step on the pedal for it so that the panel can be attached firmly. Push the panel into the edge banding section and attach it tightly to the pressure rollers. Observe whether the clearance between the board and the support block is 0.5 to 1 mm. If it's not, please loosen for set screws with an inner hex wrench. And insert the wrench into the bayonet on the top and rotate clockwise or counterclockwise to adjust the height of the suction cup. 2. Retract and change edge tape. Click tape change. Retract edge tape, click tape change, and the cylinder to prevent tape retraction will move backward. Then, loosen the pressure rollers adjusting arm, move the roller backward, and pull out the edge tape. Load edge tape, insert it into the feed channel until it reaches the cutter. Press the pressure roller firmly against it, and ensure that the roller rotates as you pull and push the tape. Attach the limit rod to the tape and lift the rod vertically to leave a 1 mm gap. Adjust the pressure roller. Cut a short edge tape. Attach it to the pressure roller. Adjust the limit roller until it touches the tape and rotate the limit roller upward to leave a 1 mm gap. Glue distribution and pressure roller. Step on the pedal for edge bending to feed out a short tape and observe whether the glue is evenly distributed. Check the pressure roller to see whether the glue is overflowing. If it is, please narrow the gap between the pressure roller and the glue roller. Rotate the set screw at the bottom until the pressure roller is vertical and feed tape again to check the effect. Adjust the laser sensor. Polygonal board. Adjust with no tape. Push in the panel and align the left end of its straight edge to the pressure roller. Then attach the right end of its straight edge to the laser roller. Press the M key on the back of the laser sensor and the indicator will turn green. Adjust with edge tape. Repeat the steps above and cut a section of edge tape. Press it firmly against the board and gradually feed it into the laser sensor zone. Press the M key and the indicator will turn yellow. Round board. Adjust with no tape. Push in the panel and align it to the pressure roller. Then attach its right end to the laser roller. Press the M key on the back of the laser sensor and the indicator will turn green. Adjust with edge tape. Rotate the part with the edge tape into the laser sensor zone. Press the M key and the indicator will turn yellow. For working range of the swing arm, attach the suction cup closely against the machine frame, and the minimum working range is 150 mm. Fully stretch the swing arm, and the maximum working range is 1350 mm. Standard edge banding demonstration. For the steps mentioned above, the starting point is the straight edges right end indicated by the arrow. 5. Fixed perimeter setting no laser. Let's say the total length of the panel is set to 300 mm, and the precise docking length is set to 0. Step on the pedal for edge banding, and the system will cut tape at 300 intervals automatically. There is no need to step on the pedal again. 6. Shaped board processing and formula setup. Square board. Deceleration point selection and measure the value. Take the point 15 mm away from the straight edge's right end as the starting point and the first deceleration point, and set the deceleration value as 1. Take the point 15 mm away from the second corner or arc as the second deceleration point. Measure from the starting point to the second deceleration point, and set the deceleration value as x. And so on, depending on the number of corners. Then measure the total perimeter. Enter the formula. Enter the measurement results one by one for each workstation. The precise docking length can be set to 155 mm, and the formula can be matched and applied for processing. Deceleration length, the largest corner or arc plus the reserved length of the straight edge. Note, the deceleration length refers to the distance from the point where deceleration begins before a change in direction to the point where the panel aligns with the straight edge after the turn. Note, the deceleration length can be applied to multiple panels. A larger deceleration length can be divided into several segments, and the effect is the same. Racetrack-shaped board. Take the point 15 mm away from the second corner, or arc, as the second deceleration point. Measure from the starting point to the second deceleration point, and set the deceleration value as x. Deceleration length. Polygonal board. Edge binding process. Round board. Racetrack-shaped board. Seven. Adjust the trimming unit. Adjust the guide roller. Take a panel and draw a reference line on the surface to be trimmed. The line should be 5 mm to 6 mm above the bottom edge. Attach the panel closely to the guide roller. Loosen the set screws of the guide roller and move the profile until the bottom of the guide roller level with the reference line. Adjust the positions of trimmers and the profile. Press the solenoid valve stroke button to close the upper and lower trimmers. Observe whether the trimmers scratch the guide roller. If they do, rotate the lower nut of the upper cylinder to adjust the upper trimmer's height. The lower trimmer is adjusted in the same way. Use a tool to rotate the trimmers and check whether they scratch the guide roller. The trimmer should be 1 mm away from the guide roller. Adjust the trimming effect. Push the panel into the trimming section. Adjust the 5-star handles in the front vertically until the upper and lower trimming amounts are the same. After trimming, the edge tape should be 0.1 to 0.3 mm higher than the panel, which is to be smoothed by the scraper. 8. Adjust the scraper. The scraper should be diagonally distributed and adjusted. Adjust its pressure depending on the panel to scrape the reserved edge tape smoothly. Trim a polygonal board. Trimmed racetrack-shaped board. Trimmed round board. Trimmed polygonal board.